that better? Yes, it is. Hey there, Taylor here, and I have Tonks. So today I focus on teaching her a trick to help her with her doing her nails, her manicures. So last time when we were here, I mentioned that she struggled a little bit, ma'am, excuse me, can you hear me say? She struggled a little bit with doing her nails while on the ground. So I decided to take a step back and teach her a trick called wave or shake, basically the paw trick. And I want her eventually to do her own nails. So let's say I had a Dremel or maybe even a scratch board. I want her to lift her paws and scratch it herself, so she's doing her nails more by herself, not me going up to her and doing her nails for her. And I think that by doing it this way, she may become more comfortable. Again, I'm trying to give you more than one option. Yes, her doing the cooperative care on the ground, being calm is really, really cool, especially for the handling aspect, meaning handling her ears and handling her mouth. But for the Dremel is much harder. It vibrates, it makes a loud sound. So I want her to have even more of a choice and not to be so uncomfortable like she was last time. So really simple, I started teaching her shake or paw. I call it paw, and I started off with her left paw, but to us it looks like her right paw. I put a treat in my hand, I put it up to her nose, and when she did this to my paw, I gave her a treat. I'm pretty sure she already knew shake a little bit, but when I asked her for it, she really didn't do it, so I went back and treated it as if she didn't do it at all. So I'm going to show you, because I show better than I tell. Come on, 1 second. Come on. All right, so I put a treat down right here. Good job. As soon as her paw touched my hand, I clicked and gave her a treat. So after doing that a few times, I said, paw, good job. Good girl. And paw became the cue for that trick. That's a good girl. And you can see how she lifted her arm. I want her to do that when I have the nail file or a scratch board in the future. Paw, good girl. Good girl. Now I made the criteria very hard. Tonks tends to give me all of her paws. I only want one right now. I don't want her to do a jumping motion. I just want her to lift one paw and do that. So I made sure I was very specific with my criteria. Paw, good job. Good job. Now, for the other paw, which I literally named other paw because I'm a very literal person. Tonks. So I put my hand closer to her other side. Other paw. Nope. And she's still learning this one, so she's probably not going to give it to me right now. Good job. Good girl. She did. Good. Notice how I literally put my hand on the other side of her face to encourage her to lift her other paw to give me that paw. So I want this paw, her left paw, to be paw, and I want her right paw to be other paw. Now eventually as we go along, it's going to be easier for me for her to differentiate between the two, but right now she's still learning. Paw. Good girl. Other paw. Good girl, good girl. Notice that even though she gave me one paw, I did not accept the same left paw. I waited for the right one, which is the one I wanted. That being said, very simple trick today. I really hope it's going to help in the future. I know it will help in the future. If you have any questions, let me know. And bye. Paw. That's the other paw. You paw? Yay, good girl.